What's up, Doc?
Spokojnie, wszystko będzie w porządku.
What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc?
Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and I got tired of typing hello. I figured I better come on camera. So from now on, I can say hi. It's a lot easier, it's a lot quicker to say hi this way.
What's up, Doc?
It's good to see everybody in here so far. We've had Lucian, good to see ya. Nightmare, of course. Yeah, that's enough greeting. It's been a crazy day here ever since, well, it's, you know, it's almost 7 p.m. here, but ever since about somewhat, I don't know the exact time, between 3 and 4, the thunder and lightning and rain has moved in, and probably about 20 minutes ago, man, I swear it's the heaviest I've seen it rain for about 10 minutes. It was just a wall of water just coming down, and like, oh please, weather, don't ruin don't make this stream impossible, keep me online. So there is that, and then I keep getting warnings over my phone. I've had like 5 in the last hour. Uvaga, Uvaga, warning, watch out, this storm, possibility of losing power, flooding, don't go near swollen creeks, you know, all that crap that you get when there's a storm. Oh my god. So yeah, we're having a fun time right around where I am, and it's lightened up a little bit now. In fact, I had to close, not just keep them open a crack, but close the windows on that'd be the windward side of the house, because even with them open just a crack, water was coming in. But it's not the windiest storm we've ever had. Yeah, the bursts can come down pretty dang hard. They can come down pretty dang hard. The only thing I can say is I had some amazing bursts when I lived in Western Kentucky, but I don't have to worry, at least at this point ever, that I've noticed tornadoes here, so there's that. I'll take a good old-fashioned heavy thunderstorm anytime over the alternative I used to deal with. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty intense, and I don't know if they get intensified around here because we're just at the base of the mountains where I am, and so they, I don't know. I don't know. But the creeks can fill up fast. That I can say. They can fill up fast, depending on how, because it's usually raining heavier in the mountains. If it's raining bad here, it's sometimes worse in the mountains. So, but everything seems to be going fine. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have an extra fan right next to me. It's right here. It's a tall, narrow one, but it's blowing in the corner towards my computer because it's wilting hot today. Oh, and so I actually, because of the storm, I changed my shirt. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got my skeletons kayaking and surfing. That's how nasty the storm is. I felt this shirt was appropriate. I always like it. So the storm gave me an excuse to wear it. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a Floki entrance. He timed it. He waited for everybody else to enter before him so he could get the solo entrance at the end of almost going live. So you know how to plan it, Floki. You know how to work it. You know how to work the room. So we got a big mission ahead of us as far as gaining supplies, which would be nice. And the reason that in any announcement I made today, it's more to remind myself, look, these guys don't have perks yet. These guys are rookies and they really don't have perks, but the other ones are just Squaddies. They barely picked up any perks. We don't have weapon attachments available yet. You know, no, PCS chips are a thing of the future. Top of the hour. Thank you, Nightmare. You know, all that stuff's, I gotta just remind myself, because, you know, before we started the series, of course, I played up to the first Live 5 mission. I never did quite play through that one, but while I'm talking, I think I better switch screens, or all of a sudden 5 minutes will go by and Nightmare will think I saw a squirrel. So here we go. I put it in this room just because, you know, I feel like, hey Lily, we haven't seen you in a while, and the screen doesn't pan when I go off to the side on this one. Thank you, Lucian, for a slightly better vibe as far as this channel is concerned. Yeah, it's still, it's cooled off now, but we were up in that neighborhood. I would say maybe 20, I think we might have peaked today at 27 the last I checked, but yeah, it's hot and muggy, and I'm thankful for the thunderstorm and all that. So I shrinked my myself on the screen now, and hopefully, because if any of you happen to follow, I'm starting recaps in one of the channels in our Discord of the missions, and actually I'm thinking I'll probably open it to you if anyone ever wants to volunteer to do it. It doesn't have to do it to be in the style of how I do it. It can be your own personal style, but recaps so that anybody who arrives late can quickly catch up. Yeah, I know it takes views away from them watching the series, but sometimes people don't have time to watch every single thing, and doing little recaps, maybe they'll see something that they want to watch, or at least part of the stream, or something to get caught up and all that. So thank you, Felipe, for your low vibe. I hope you have a good party. Doesn't sound like you're going to be able to hang with us the whole time. So I hope you have a good one. And who knows?
For the first time in a long
I hope
time,
we find a mission
a threat to the aliens,
after this
and they
one
know it.
where maybe we can
Now
get
we
a
just
new
have to make all
soldier,
those people
and it
in the
might be
colonies remember what
one
we're
with your
fighting
name
for.
on it. So we'll find out.
My father didn't die so we could become a race of cowering test subjects for
Yeah,
the
well,
aliens
we're not
to toy
cowering.
with.
We're going out into
We
the
just have to
field.
get the
There's
people's
nothing else I think we have to do today, but other than just get out there and get started. So let's just do that. We are fully infiltrated. The only thing we could do is over-infiltrate, but, you know, enemy count ain't gonna go lower. You know, over-infiltration might lower the evac flare coming in 4 turns rather than 5. Enemy readiness vulnerable. You know, those are insignificant versus getting a mission going. Just getting out there and getting the mission going. Jesus, Blazer. Trying to make me sick again? Oh no, oh no. But so we're just gonna get down in there, extract the advent supplies. We gotta mark the crates as my thumbnail showed, and let's launch and make it happen. This is the team that's going out. We got a ranger, Spesh McList, but you know, no free reloads or anything like that. We got Rickroll Hunter as a shinobi. We like the idea of that. We like Ogre along with as a gunner. So I mean, we have some slashers and shooters, but then we also have 3 rookies. So not that they can't be effective in their own way with grenades and flashbangs and all, but Drumax, Coach, and Anaconda. So that's what we're playing with today. Let's get down there and see what the map's looking like. Also, big old sit rep. So if anybody crits in this one, beware. It also works for Advent. It can cause combat rush. If combat rush happens anywhere, I prefer it happens to us. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, crates and crates and crates. Yeah, crits and crates. Now there would have been a title for the mission. We're going for crits and crates. That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. Yeah, we gotta let those rookies make a name for themselves. Gotta do it. We had Hope's End out last time. In my recap, that's why I shrunk my face on this thing, because in my recap, speaking of the devil, Alexandra was blocked by my big old face on the mission loadout screen. So, and the same happened to Anaconda Chen. So all the females on the loadout screen were getting blocked by my big head. So I shrunk it down. We'll see if ultimately I need to move it. Maybe you know, I'm trying to keep an eye because there's so many different UIs that pop up at different times. I'm just feeling like if I keep myself small here, I block the least amount. So we shall see. Yes, a bond even. You're like this. And hopefully we can build it over time. But anyway, Operation Garnet Emission. And it's just the generic wilderness of Western Europe. Let's see if we recognize where it might be. Here we are.
Advent forces are in the process of airlifting a number of supply crates out of this area, and we have an opportunity here to take a few for ourselves. Locate and mark the
what's
crates
up,
with
Doc?
transponders.
I don't know if this looks
Firebrand
like
will handle the rest.
any part of Western Europe that I've seen with the purple hue. Anybody know where this might be in Western Europe? Anyway, we gotta go out. Now, the thing I always remember about these crate extraction missions is they tend to always have at least one, sometimes 2, lone drones. And so they can ruin things if you aren't careful for them. So we'll try to go slow at first because there is no timer until we actually go live. So that's when we have to worry about the reinforcements. And by the way, reinforcements, if they happen, hey Stormare, sorry I didn't say hi earlier. And if we do get to the reinforcements and it's not finishing things swiftly enough, they start coming a little hotter and heavier than that average mission. I think the first reinforcement drop is 3 on a crate extraction. Correct me if I'm wrong if you know different, but from my experience, the first reinforcement, at least early game, is 3 soldiers, and then I think once it starts, it's every turn. Every frickin' turn. So you don't want to be sticking around on these missions after the fact. So there you go. Little word of warning to those that might not be aware. So our first crate is, okay, right there. And we don't want to get too aggressive so that you'll hear the little trink sound. That's not a very good imitation. When you actually gain vision of them. And when you hear that sound, see, this one we technically can't see, but you'll start seeing these marks over crates that once they become active. And that means when we go live and Advent starts marking them, they only mark active crates. So we don't want to overextend forward and have them be able to, at least not initially, I should say, we don't want them to be able to activate every single crate on the map because we can't cover and reach all those to take them back. Rickroll, why don't we just bring you down to this corner, peek around, and see if we see any sign of a drone.
Yeah, I'm there.
I wouldn't expect to really see anything else at this point. And it's a fairly, wow, it's a fairly big map, at least over here, although we're going this way, so that kind of ends up de facto shrinking the map, although the edge over here is way over there. But yeah, let's just say it's a pretty big map that we can't see a lot of yet. I think we're just gonna kind of take it easy till we get a sense of where the drones are and get a slow move up, because we want to get a sense of where the crates are so we don't overactivate too many. And then we'll try setting up as much as the game allows us.
What do we do?
Well, there. Speak of the devil. There's the drones. It looks like he might be headed away from us. That would be nice. But we found our first lone drone, which they tend to be abundant on this one. So what I'm going to do is send some of our rookies off in this direction just to see if we can find a random pod out there.
Sir, yes, sir!
They tend to not always be as close as the drones, so... Nope. We'll send another rookie out that way, because rookies tend to be a little swifter, and I'll just straight on double move to this point. Since you aren't seeing anything, if there's anything else out there, it should be far enough away.
Moving now.
And we have one more speedy guy, or speedy person up here, I should say. Okay, so officially, you heard that noise. That means we see this crate. It can be marked now. Any others? Like here's one over here. It'll gain that thing, the emblem, the icon above it. Once we have gained sight to it, which means it can then be marked. So that's what I'm talking about. In case you're not familiar with these. Yeah, exactly. Just like on the first mission we did, where we had to extract, last time. As soon as we go live, you want to throw a flare, because even if you don't feel it's far enough forward, better to have it down than to not have it, than to have it down too late, especially with the way the reinforcements work on the crate extraction. So I guess I'm kind of clumping up my rookies over here, but they're a little faster, so I want to... Ooh, there's a bridge and a river. So we're gonna see. I see there's a crate. Maybe that's the same one I saw before. Yeah, but sometimes there's crates on the other side of river when we get a river map. I've had this style of a map before, not necessarily purple hue to it, but the layout is familiar. Yeah, we're just gonna go here.
Let's do this.
Because ideally also, we'd like to not open on the drone, we'd like to open on a pod. Let's face it, that's always the preference. And I don't want to get too close to this. It looks like it's going to go away, but that doesn't, you know, we've seen how they're facing sometimes fool us. So we're just going to get people down, and then based on if the drone is moving away from us, at least for now, we shall see. I guess I'll... Well, that's not cover. That's looks like cover, but is not. Yeah, we'll just go here. We'll get a sense of where the drone is going. Oh, he's coming towards us. We're gonna have to activate on a frickin' drone. I can see it right now. Look at that. He did a big ol' honkin' full move, and we aren't locked into place except for my shinobi, who can't scout anymore now with him here, unless I want him to get revealed. So, part of me is saying, that's kind of look like corner cover, but it's not, so we would get revealed if we went there. How far forward could he move? So up to our fence. So that's kind of the line if I don't want to get flanked unless I find some corner cover. Like there I could technically go. And hopefully there's not a pod right here to expose me. Now that would probably get this crate active, which is not, wouldn't be the end of the world, because it wouldn't be that far away. In fact, I think I may just go here to see if we see anything on a blue move, and then I may ultimately hide there so we don't get exposed when the drone moves.
On the move.
And it didn't even get the blink sound. Yeah, I don't see a box across the river, so that's, whether that's good or not, I don't know, but we don't seem to see it. And so therefore I feel it's okay to, or maybe I bring you here instead. Because that serves the same purpose. Now we'll just bring you here.
Come on, boys. We got cryptos to kill.
That wasn't red! Oh well, we're in for a fun time, my friends. We're in for a fun frickin' time. Did anybody see that marked
What's
red
up,
there
Doc?
or not? Did anybody see that? Yeah, hello, unknown soldier. You came in at the right time where I got things started right when I didn't want to get things started. Yikes. And now we got to get everybody else over there to get things going. The only good thing I can say is when they go to mark crates, well, we don't have a second one, so I don't know where the second one would get marked. But, Anaconda Chen, I think we'll bring you right here. Yeah. Face palm is a good one. I swear we had it in sight and I did not see. So you know, you gotta be careful. That was just cutting it too close. I would have been better to come over here. Lesson learned. We'll try to remember that for the future. Don't always trust the UI. Don't necessarily push it up close if you don't have to, especially over obstacles. They can lie. They're allowed to sometimes lie. So maybe the fact of who knows? Who knows? He saw us. I can't change the fact, so we got to deal with the fact. I have 2 grenades here from you, so that's just what we're going to do. We're going to come here, throw a grenade on this thing, wear it down, so someone else can hopefully, therefore, easily kill it. Now,
Got it.
Okay, now we got our 2. If we don't move any farther forward, those are the 2 crates that'll get marked. Not that that means that's a good thing, but we know the 2 they're gonna mark. Let's see. So I can see it there. So that's centered right on the drone. So let's throw it there.
Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, evac, thank you for the reminder. You guys are doing your job today. I appreciate it. Trust me, I really, really appreciate it. Now I can push forward a little bit. I see what might be a crate there. But I'm kind of thinking, at least for this first, I may not push forward too much. And,
I'm on the move.
no special noise. We'll give you a chance. Why the heck not? Let's go for it. All you gotta do is hit it. All you gotta do is hit it. And we did.
That
We got
one's for
some
Earth.
rookies doing it right now. Let's hope it can continue like that. Let's hope it can continue like that. I'm thinking we'll come here with a little overwatch in case we made a little noise and a pod decides to investigate. And then you, a good place I can do the same with you. Well, it's only half cover, but it'll allow you to be on overwatch, so we're gonna do it.
Afirmativo, en camino.
All right, Ogre.
Guardia.
Nothing's getting past
That
my
leaves
side.
me Rickroll. And I would love nothing better than to push forward, except I don't want it yet. At least we're still hidden, okay? At least we're still hidden. So these 2 will be activated. We, basically, it's probably going to be a double move to get to that one. It may be double move to reach both, so that's a little sketchy, but hey. And I didn't throw the evac, did I? And I can't, oh my god, I can't throw it with Rickroller, it exposes him. Oh my god. You see what you guys are working with here? See what your guys are working with? There's squirrels all over the map. I gotta let you know, there's squirrels over the map. So before I do anything next turn, we're throwing a flare. Period. End of sentence. Thank you, everybody. You all are doing your job. I'm just gonna stay here in Overwatch. I don't want to find a new thing. So there's our 2 pods, our 2 crates that have been activated. And before I move anybody, do we need the thing? Oh, you mean Nightmare's thing? Nightmare decided not to use it, so it's gonna feel like this evac zone is too far in the rear because it's barely at the first line of crates, but at least we have it out if things go south, and that's important.
We need to get out of here!
This is Firebrand.
Drumax
Evac
panicking a
request
little
confirmed.
already.
Hold tight.
The good news is, Drumax is going to come here on a blue move, so we're going to find out really quick on a blue move so he can still either move behind full cover or, you know, we have time to react. Yeah, I'm not... You don't know how often Nightmare has been tempted to put his magic sound to use, but he hasn't quite done it yet. So here we go. We're going to find out if we see, hopefully, 1 pod. So let's find out.
Okay.
No, but we found another crate. And we're starting to get back to the facility edge. And we haven't seen a wandering pod yet. That worries me. Yeah, the helmet sounds okay. Let's mark the crate so I don't forget this one.
Says made in
Good
China.
work.
Machine
Still got our
Locator is
action.
down and our
Now I
transponder
gotta
is
move
active.
somebody over here.
Firebrand will handle the pickup.
And as we said before, that will not. This is going to be... So let's move a blue move and see if we reveal anything.
On my way.
Which doesn't mean we're going to see another crate there for the next round, but it doesn't look like we have any crates on the other side of the river. So I guess we're coming here to activate this one and hopefully not find anything, because this will be... You'll be stuck there. So, Coach, let's hope. Let's hope. And yeah, nobody else was going to be closer anyway, so now we find out if things go crazy, and we can only move so far to help support you. So I'm a little nervous about this.
En route to target location.
Okay, it let me tab away. That's good. It means we didn't see anything yet. So let's mark it. Okay, so that means everybody else is going to be able to move up, hopefully also not activate, and be on Overwatch in a perfect world.
Move into position.
You know, now, you know, they don't mark crates every turn. They marked it this last turn, then next turn they pick them up, and then a turn after that they mark some more. So it's okay, I think. I think it's okay. Now, you may not be on Overwatch. I may just bring you here just so you can Overwatch. But then again, I may not, because it's only an SMG. You need to get somewhere where you can Overwatch, and we're going to bring you right here because, you know, you can reach. It would have been nice if you could have made it there, but you don't. So let's come here.
Allá voy.
Split you guys up in case we run into an engineer. We're like an engineer's dream right now, the way we're currently positioned. Yeah, you know, I didn't think that was so much a helmet sound, but you know, you're right, it is a helmet kind of sound. So I'm going to keep everybody else who hasn't moved, and you two, on Overwatch. So we'll have 4 out of 6 on Overwatch, and then you, let's see if we can move you a little farther. I don't mind activating crates quite as much now, just because...
Understood.
You know, they won't get marked right away. We'll have time to position a little bit. And I'm gonna come a little farther forward here. Oh, there's corner cover. Let's try the corner cover. We may or may not, as we're running up, see this crate, but the tree might be blocking some of the sight. So let's bring you up here and see if we can find the pods we need to activate. Let's find out.
All right.
And where the heck are they? Where the heck are you? Where could you be? That's crazy. That's crazy. So the compound covers a lot of area back here. So they tend to, a lot of time. Usually though, I'm used to finding a pod outside of the compound, wandering around, and we have not seen evidence of that yet. So it's kind of sucky that they're all potentially back there waiting to be activated all at once. You know, sometimes crap happens.
Afirmativo, cubriendo.
Oh yeah, we needed to move you up.
Headed there now.
Since they weren't really close to us, hopefully nobody heard the drone battle. And hopefully, therefore, nobody's on yellow alert.
I shoot whatever moves, right?
As a result.
Oh! Watching.
That's what I'm hoping. Door opened in the compound.
Firebrand is on deck for recovery. Keep marking those crates, Menace 1-5.
Yeah, now we're going to have to do some finding of the enemy. Now, we need to see where some of them are. We really kind of need to know. Where are you guys? Do I come right in the center of all hell breaking loose? This is about the edge of where the crates seem to be. I don't think that's quite a crate. I think it's just a box to hide behind. Yeah, so I think The width of crates is like from here over to here. That's the impression I'm getting. I'd be surprised if we find any crates. Well, we could. I take that back. We could. So I'm trying to think of how to place ourselves as we move forward. I'm thinking, let's come here. Rickroll. We gotta find some stuff. We gotta get sight of a pod so we know what we're dealing with here. And that's your job.
Come on.
Gee, so Pete, where the heck are they? Now, that's an airship. Where's the doors? Okay, there's a facility, maybe? Oh, the doors. So they're probably more on this side. At least a pod is more on this side. Interesting. Okay. Since we're on this side, I'm coming over wide into full cover. It won't make us go farther forward, but it helps me cover this side in case these get marked next turn.
En route to target location.
Or this one. So yeah, there's plenty of doors in here that they could have been opening. So we gotta assume that's the general vicinity in which they are. I think I may come here, and if we see something, I probably will not be shooting or doing anything from here. More than likely, I'll be hunkering down. So these are the. So you potentially can reach that. That maybe it is okay to come over here and have that in sight. We still may unlock some more. Problem is, if we do activate over there, I don't have a lot. Yeah, my shooters would have to be in half cover. Just thinking aloud, you guys. Just thinking aloud. Let's see if we see something here.
All right.
I'm so nervous. I'm not even tabbing away because I'm so nervous that we're gonna find something. I may just go full cover here. Then my heavy shooters will be coming up on this side. It's kind of scary thinking I have my...
Moving.
We haven't found any pods yet. Other than... So there's still potentially 8 enemies on the map. That we haven't a clue where they are.
Closing in on the target.
And we're finding crates galore. Sounds like a James Bond movie. Crates galore. And that's not quite the bad girl's name, but I think I'll cheat this side with you just because we know there were some door activity over there, and you can reach here and still overwatch.
Me muevo a la posición.
Okay. I'm wondering if on a final move I dare to push you forward a little. Well, it's going to be tough. This is the point where we may not be able to grab all the crates, especially if they're far forward, because we'll activate the map. We're going to have to be very careful now. And if it comes down to activating the map versus not getting every crate, so be it. I don't see any good corner cover, so I'm not going to push Rickroll forward. We're probably going to call this. Yeah, I'm thinking it's close enough, Trumpkin. I'm agreeing.
Sometimes best way to deliver a punch is step back.
Yeah, well, I hope that's true, Trumpkin. I hope that's true.
Todo cubierto.
I'm watching.
Come on,
We're boring. We're boring, Drumax.
I'll do it with my eyes closed, and I'll still hit 'em.
There's one we probably won't get. This one we might be able to get. Oh boy, here we go. first pod active. I wonder if a second one will be. We missed the Overwatch. Okay, the two that got activated, one is way back here. The other one is way over here where they are. So, it's mega early to get Rickroll active, but he's the only one we got over here to kind of help us out potentially. And is anybody on Overwatch? No. They scattered. Sentry. So sentries are dangerous because they can hit for 5. Officers are dangerous. They can hit for 5. Yeah, well, any of them are dangerous to shoot. And these two have great aim. So, yikers. I don't... Oh, there is full cover here. Look at that.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Yeah, ooh, full cover. I didn't expect this to be full cover. I actually just myself was going, ooh, full cover where I wasn't expecting it.
Bingo! How fun!
Okay. So I may end up... Now, the other thing I don't have available is a lot of my grenade options are a little bit over here. A little bit off to the side. Although I can get... Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be close enough. Yeah, I could throw a grenade about yay far. I'd have to be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 6-ish over. If I move to there, it's gonna be on the borderline. It's gonna be on the borderline, but I'm gonna try it. The problem is with trying that borderline, I may activate another pod back here. But I don't have a lot of answers for some of these enemies that we're looking at. Right now, I don't see a way. It seems risky. Here, it seems dangerous to mark that crate. Although, I could come here. Don't really. Let me just check. If I had to go live. No cover from that guy, no cover from, you know, the people, we don't have cover, so that's, I don't feel good about doing flesh, and here I can't flesh from a cover position. Keep these guys over here from shooting me, so flesh kind of doesn't feel like it's an option right now, unless some things can happen. Now, my shots are all 40%. That's just what we get in full cover. And that's not inspiring a lot of confidence. I do have suppression available. Only, at the moment, only on the officer. And I could do it from full cover, which means they could shoot me and break my suppression a lot easier. And area suppression, they're spread out too much to make that a valid something or other. So I think what I'm gonna do is try the grenade move. I'm not thrilled about it. Gets us into full cover, but if I don't kill the guy, then we can get flanked in that full cover. And moving to the unknown, I'm not comfortable taking it that way when they could be over there. So, let's see if we activate. I'm really nervous that we might be activating here, but I think there's a decent chance that we can damage the officer, perhaps.
All right.
Okay, we found another crate, wherever it is, way back here. But we did not activate a pod yet. Now, was it all worth it? No! One shot. Okay. Okay. Well, that's how we're gonna play today. By bringing Anaconda Chen over here, there's a chance she can throw a flashbang and still reach, because they have a better radius, circumference, whatever. Except then she's in half cover where a sentry might be able to blitz her bad. So, not liking some of my options right now. This is what we're gonna do right here. Piddly, half cover, and you're squishy though. I gotta get you better cover. Cause that, if that doesn't work, then these three guys, or these two guys, just pew you. One could even mark you, and then you're in half cover and you die because you have zippy health. This is a predicament a little bit. This is quite the predicament. With a low-level team, I don't have a lot of options available right now. And I would like nothing better than to run out and flush somewhere, but then I have no cover from any kind of return shots. And that's freaky. That's very freaky. Well, technically, a flesh here from there is cover, but you know, he'd be able to move and easily flank it. You know. Let me just check. We do 4 to 6. 5 to 7 over here. Oh, because, you know, the damage I think improves with distance you run also, so this is the farthest run. So, other than the 94%, which could graze, we're better off trying to flesh there. Now, if I can do something here the problem is, if suppression doesn't hold them in place like regular long war, they'll run all day long on that. So maybe what I do, I can't, well, the other thing, like I said, we could try is Anaconda. Oh, maybe I should get out of the flesh before I make a mistake here. Anaconda. So, once again, it's the age-old, how far, am I moving far enough forward to be able to flashbang him, which might prevent him from doing what he needs to do. And then that puts you in half cover, and I'm not thrilled with that option. So, we're gonna take a peek here. But I can always pull you back if I don't like it into full cover.
Rover, let's move.
Okay, we can flashbang him. Which, he'd still be able to move to flank over here, by the way. But it's something. Come on, Drumax, can you heat that just a little farther? I want to help him. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do... We're in range of this guy, and we're in half cover. So I think the way we got to play this is... Press. Press and Overwatch. Get you up to full cover. And then I'm gonna do the flesh just to start lowering their numbers. And with him suppressed and 2 Overwatches against him, if he moves, maybe we get him. And if he shoots, maybe he just can't shoot worth a darn at 55 aim. Probably wishful thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna get Spesh because he's so squishy into full cover, which also doesn't mean he's safe. Because look at, if he gets the right roll, even through full cover, and gets lucky and max rolls, Spesh McList is dead. Which is another reason I at least got to get him into full cover. And so that's what I'm doing.
Ready to move.
I'm aware of our difficult position. I am fully aware, and we're too far away for thought-off shotgun territory. So I think I'm just, like I said, gonna suppress from here. Area suppression. Yeah, see, he's just gonna sit back there. I think. That uses 3 ammo. Whereas regular suppression uses, but since I haven't used any ammo, it might prevent him from moving up to try and do something nasty, right? Maybe now while I got full ammo, I spend the extra ammo to set an area to try and prevent him from moving forward, which he probably won't do anyway. He'll shoot an Overwatch.
¡No te muevas!
You're in full cover, so we'll just have you shoot from full cover. See if we get lucky. I should have Overwatched. What was I thinking? 22%. Why didn't I just Overwatch? I don't know what my mind was thinking. Now is not the time to push forward when we know there's people opening doors over here. So we're just gonna stay put with you.
You got it.
And then Spesh McList, we're gonna hope this guy runs.
Launching.
And then at Rickroll, you'll be exposed, but technically you're in full cover. The reason it shows you be flanked here is because of this guy. So just kill this guy and everything's okay. Here we go. This is tough maneuvers here. This is tough. But we can't sit here forever because reinforcements come in 4 turns and they come hard.
It is all about timing. Go to the police and you're a dead man.
Does it for
Dead.
7. Let's see what happens. They're gonna get
Relegated
2
to the
crates.
past tense.
There's nothing we could have done about those crates. It would just put us in harm's way and possibly activated another pod,
Advent just airlifted
which
out
still
their
may
first
activate
crate.
due to the
We're gonna
sounds
have
of
to move
battle.
fast if we want to get the rest.
Hey, officer, you gonna, what you gonna do? Bunkers. Oh. Wow. Okay, they're gonna mark crates soon. So now, well, he's on Overwatch. Well, doggone it. We got a problem there too. Because we can't do anything, we can't reach him to get rid of that Overwatch. I don't have a flashbang close enough. Where's Anaconda? Anaconda threw hers. And Drumax happened to have 2 grenades. So my only other flashbang's way over here. So, this is bad. However, we have a flank that apparently doesn't run the Overwatch. Somehow the tree blocks it. I don't know how you don't see him from here. But we don't see him, so I guess that means he doesn't see him, because for him to see us, he steps out and the tree blocks. Okay. Let's hope nothing's back here. Let's get the flank on this guy. And maybe your SMG can get rid of his Overwatch. Maybe. Maybe.
All right, I gotta go.
Now you're not gonna kill him. Oh yes, you are. You got the
Lying in a
crit.
pool of their own blood and shit.
Rickroll. Clutch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now we got a hunkered down guy here. Guess how we take care of that? We come right up in his face. Rick rolled big time. That Sentry got Rick rolled. That's where I wish I didn't have to worry about copyright, and I could play a piece of the song or something every time you do something like that. Holy smokes. Okay, we're coming over here for sawed-off shotgun. We're gonna have to probably do both barrels to guarantee anything happening.
Ready to move.
Eight. This will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The other one we'd have a chance to miss, so we got to do both barrels. Okay, first pod down, and we're up against definite time constraints now. So part of me right now is saying we need to. Well, let me get my bearings. The compound is back here, so there you go. I want to go from that knowledge. I'm going to bring Drumax right here. No, I'm going to bring... We got people over here. So we're going to pick up whatever crates. We only got 3 turns before... Well, technically 4 turns before reinforcements drop. I think a turn after that. I think. So we don't have much time. So Drumax, come here. If we activate by moving in that direction, you'll hide behind full cover. But right now, I think I just mark as I go. Perhaps.
All right.
Wow. I'm really afraid to move forward over here. Even though there's a solid wall there, maybe that's helping us. Maybe. But if I come here and then have to hunker, I'm stuck here, especially we don't know what the enemies will be. I'm feeling gun shy now. We got out of an awkward situation, but I don't want to force another awkward situation. Okay, Ogre. It'd be nice to get you moved towards where the next bit of battle will go, and also maybe reload? Maybe?
Órdenes confirmadas, marchando.
And as long as nobody activates an Overwatch, you'll have some full cover positions to work with.
Preparado.
Or I miss not having free reloads or attachments to our weapons. You've moved, you've moved. I think what I do is I bring Anaconda here. Let's go this far.
Rolling.
But we've been this far, so, and we moved over here, so this should be safe. I'm not going to quite mark it yet on the chance that next turn it's one of the ones they try to pick up.
Whatever you say, Commander.
But then we can always mark it and move either way. Same thing here. And my big quandary right now those are so you're my last move. My quandary is do I dare come here and worry about activating? They could be outside and I might see them. Another crate maybe. I don't know. Then if these get marked, it's easier for me to blue move and then run back if it's safe. If it's not safe, scary times. Yeah, right now we have 4 enemies killed, and so that means there's another 5 out there potentially. At least 2 pods. It could also be 2 pods and a drone. 2 pods of 2 and a drone, or 2 pods. Pot of 2 and a pot of 3, something like that. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm gonna come here. We may activate, and I'll be hunkering. No, we hold still. I gotta hold still. Just in case. Because it'd be a lot nicer if they wandered into us, eh?
Holding ground.
And then here we wait. We're just, let's face it, we're not getting all the crates today. Not getting all the crates today. But I'm more concerned with keeping us alive, I guess. It's disappointing, it's frustrating. Alright, we're gonna end our turn. Wait, we aren't all done. You are. You can only mark a crate. You can overwatch, at least from where you are.
Well, this is boring.
And then all that's left is you two to mark a crate, and we're not doing that this turn. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's convenient! Now that's what I call convenient. About time something goes our way. Look at that. It's about time. It's about time they picked ones where we are. Okay. Let's get over to Drumax.
One threesome
That
away
means
from
we're going to be up to a
finishing
whooping 4 crates. Not something to write home about, but hey, I'll take it. Now we have another thing here, which we can don't move to. But I think what I'm going to do is come up here and take a peek.
Okay.
course, we found another... Oh, there's another crate way the heck back here. Oh my god. And then our evac is way the heck over there. Well, if I'm going to move people farther forward, let it be my speedier people, I guess. Drumax, that's full cover. Let's give it a go.
All right.
And my rookies with SMGs just happen to be my speedier people. So now I'm still nervous about peeking around that corner because we know they were in this building opening doors. But here we go.
On my way.
Okay. Sure makes it feel like I can move you here. Done it, doesn't it? Because evac will be available next turn. You could go boom and back, or if I moved you here, you can click, click on a blue move and run away. So that would be 2 more. That would get us up to 6. Not very impressive, but hey, it's 6 more than we came in with. I'm gonna move. No, there's no need. I can blue move. You can blue move here. You can blue move there next turn, and then if bad things are exposed, we have some full cover to move back to. You, on the other hand, we don't know where they might come from. I'm gonna move you up. You're still close enough here, and we're gonna come here.
Me dirijo allí.
For Overwatch.
Ven y verás.
Anaconda, like I was saying, you are one of the more speedier ones. So we'll bring you here. In case we have a chance to blue move there and back.
Headed there now.
Where are they? I know this is a big map. But that's crazy. Yeah, we gotta be careful. Our evac is live soon, so that's the good news. Problem is we aren't exactly near it. Okay, here we go. I think we'll Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch. And we're gonna move off in this direction to Overwatch.
That's affirmative. I'll do it with my eyes closed, and I'll still
Any day
hit 'em.
now.
Here we go. You know when the characters are starting to go any day now to you. You're slow playing.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Well. Here we go. This is the one that has the biggest chance of activating something right here. This single move.
Got it.
But at least it's a blue move. We found another crate. But reinforcements start dropping after this.
Got it. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is... I feel like some of these crates here are just asking to activate a pod. You know what I mean? Anaconda, is that a blue move at least? Yeah. Okay. This is our last crate attempt. That will get us up to, what, 7? Which is a pitiful showing. But given them, yeah, well, it's a pitiful showing, let's face it, seeing as how I activated early with the drone. That kind of ruined things. to getting more, so we'll just have to live with it. And let's see if we activate here.
Rover, let's move.
Didn't activate. Holy smokes, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Mark your crate. And yeah, you know, there's windows on this side of the building, and we know they're somewhere in there. In fact, there's a door that's open. They've been on this side of the building before. And I think, given the situation and how spread out we are, I don't want to activate now at the end. I think we just count our blessings and start pulling back.
Gotcha.
It's just not meant to be to clear out all the crates. Just not meant to be.
Got you covered.
Rickroll.
All right, man.
All right, man.
The boys always go fishing with first-timers.
Yeah, you're
They
in
don't quit
range
delivery
to
of
skedaddle,
someone
so
in.
that's a good place to overwatch and cover us from.
Guardia!
Yeah, we marked it, so we're gonna pull you back.
I'm going.
You marked yours. We're gonna pull back.
Okay.
And you marked yours. And we're gonna pull back.
Got it. Move in.
It is what it is. Yeah, we're not going for
Good, the
those,
backup has
Advent.
arrived.
We're not
As you're
going
running
for
out of
those.
assholes to kill.
You ain't fooling us. Reinforcements are flowing now. However, speaking of reinforcements, since we've only killed 4, I may have us come back here and not leave yet, and just Overwatch versus reinforcements. You know what I'm saying? Or let's see. You can leave from there. Next turn. You could leave from there. You could leave from there. You can make it out. You can make it out. And you can make it out. So everybody can make it out. So maybe we just all Overwatch for a turn. Try and get a little extra kill experience, because normally reinforcements don't count for kill experience. I hope I don't feel like I'm overextending ourselves. I hope I'm not. But I'm going to try and give some folks potential kill experience, because we can all make it out from where we are. So maybe the only thing I change is you getting farther back in full cover.
I'm already gone.
You getting into full cover.
I suppose so.
And perhaps you finding, okay, if not full cover, cover. Oh, there's full cover.
Go, go, go!
Okay, let's Overwatch against reinforcements.
I'll do it with my eyes closed, and I'll
I
still hit
find
'em.
I'm so excited I can barely sit still or hold a thought in my head.
I'm on Overwatch.
Oh, joy! Bullets!
Let's see
Maybe
what
we could
happens.
pick up the pace?
Okay, first I gotta pick up their 2 mark crates. We only got 7 out of 12. Where are they dropping? Are we anywhere near there? I don't even know, I can't quite tell exactly where that is. Yeah, I think it's over on the side where some of us will have sight. Can I watch them scatter? There we go. No. So it wasn't there. It was somewhere. No, so we don't even get the benefit of reinforcements landing where we can shoot them. They landed near some double door somewhere. Oh, did they might have landed on the roof up here. Oh well, it was worth a try, but I'm not going to stay for yet another round. Especially with them then being able to move in Overwatch and gain sight of us. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. And it's time for us to go. This mission is just not jiving to give us the things we were hoping to get. So we'll take what we got and call it a day. At least we're all alive.
Come on.
That's the most important thing, I guess. And we'll get some more promotions from our rookies. Not exactly Thrillsville, but...
Now let's roll out!
we succeeded, I guess. All right, let's all disappear.
Wahoo!
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
All right. Smash and grab completed. Enemies killed, a weapon 4. Flawless! It doesn't feel flawless. Let's face it, it doesn't feel flawless, but we succeeded. Flawless! Gotta say it. Now, we hardly had any kills, so I really am curious who gets the MVP on this one. Yeah, the rating is the bottom line. The payoff on how many supplies we gained could be the difference between getting a second, you know, scientist this month, and also could be the difference in maybe being able to pick up the technical that's in the black market right now. So, you know, I think those items are most important. Drumax, wanton destruction, most assists. Hey, not bad, kid. 0 for 1 on shots, but you did deal 3 damage. Our other rookie, Coach, well, he moved a lot. Coach is working out. Coach was training. This was a mission for training. He moved a lot. Spesh McList got himself a kill. 9 damage dealt, 50% shooting. Okay. There's the MVP. I had a feeling. He got some legit clutch kills, especially the crit, the flank crit on you-know-who. So let's go see if we can create a nice photo for Rickroll. Yeah, rule 1, cardio. And if anybody's gonna do the cardio, in fact, for this particular MVP photo, well, it's a pistol, but I'd rather have you shooting your SMG, to be quite honest. But you can't really tell what you're shooting right there, and that's how you got the clutch kill of the mission. Yeah, rule 2, hit your shots. That's how you got the clutch kill of the mission. So I'm going to use this photo for your first MVP. Text-wise, we got to fill in MVP, so we know this is an MVP for you, this mission. And it's down there. Oof, that's tiny. I got an MVP. Is Rickroll not proud of his MVP award? Let's get it in a bright red, so we have at least a chance to notice it. Okay, I gotta change the writing. It's just too embarrassingly small. That's a little better. Okay, we'll go with Alpha. There's your MVP for Western Europe. That's Rickroll's first MVP. Good job, my man. And my Shinobi got it by shooting. close range, heavy hitter, sneakiest, and a kill stealer. How did you kill? No, that's false. None of those guys was damaged first, right? He should not have won or gotten kill stealer. Not at all. You know, you got to keep your eyes on these judges that are handing out these awards. Just like the umpires or referees in sporting events. Gotta keep, you know, they got a tough job, but you gotta keep your eyes on them. Okay. Servando will not be pleased with his performance. He also got in some cardio today. He did. Now, I take that back. His suppression was important. Got the officer to hunker, yada, yada, you know. He was needed on this mission. Servando, you were needed. Let's go next. And Anaconda Chen got 1 kill, 3 damage, and 100% on shot accuracy, and moved a lot. Not bad, kid. I agree with that. Not bad, kid. Now let's get a group photo. Not a bad shot. I don't always like the shots right off the bat, but I kind of like this one. Now, all I want to add, XCOM, demolition for all your building needs. I like just keeping it simple. Crusaders, and then down here we'll just make note of the mission type. Crate extraction. We'll label it as crate extraction. So we know whenever we see this, that's the mission they were on. Kind of the way I've decided to do the photos this time around. A little different than last time. So that way, if we ever look back or whatever, we know exactly what's going on. All right, let's take the photo. Good job, team. Good job, team. Now we can continue, look at the rest of the information, especially how many supplies did we manage to grab out of this. Yeah, rule 3, don't go for greed. Oh, boys, I had itchy greed finger today. My itchy greed finger, oh, I had to hold it back really bad. Oh, man.
The speaker commended loyal citizens today for standing
Rickroll,
up to those
most damage.
who abandon our values
Shot
for
percentage,
those of
not
the old
the way you
world.
really want it.
The
Most
remarks
attacks,
followed a
Rickroll.
moment of
No wonder he
silence
got the
for
award.
peacekeepers slain
Covered the
by
most
XCOM
distance was
dissidents.
Anaconda, which is good since we're planning to make her into a shinobi. That is how I had marked her. So let's move on and see what we got.
I wondered how the new gear would hold up, Commander. Looks to me like it's working out just fine.
Promotions across the board. We'll take it. Okay, so I'm not going to pick this yet. I'm going to let Servando decide. Because I'll tell you, we have the shooty build. So to be the best you can be in a shooty build, I need to pick center mass. But backstory-wise, that he kind of likes to go with, the big gun might be enough. Maybe he'll go for center mass. But I marked combatives also, so if he's approached, he can do the whole combatives with the knife thing. We do have, if he gets next to somebody that, down the road, when we get the facility to do it, we're going to pick up Blade Master to give him a little extra knife abilities that he wants for his character. So I'm not going to mark his promotion quite yet, till I kind of cover it with him. And then let's take a look at Spesh McList. Yeah, this definitely could have helped today if we had Walkfire. So we could have done better than that 40% shot he kept having to take when they were in full cover. And they were very good at staying in full cover. And then after that, locked on, gain aim for successive shots. Yeah, these are 2 critical perks for a ranger, a shooty ranger. Oh, let's do the Walkfire. And then over here we got Rickroll. this is a big one for you, my man. You know that a lot of those 94% aims and chances to hit, you just gained some more aim and you gained a tick of extra damage. So this is going to make you even better at your job. As if our newest MVP isn't already shining out there. Yeah, I would say his leg armor is shining, all right?
What's up, Doc?
Hey, Dave Ingram, good to see you. We didn't get the maximum results we could have on this mission, but I'm not gonna complain too hard. We all came out alive and everybody got promotions. So.
And like I tried to do a strategy, and then
well, that's true.
I tried to do that strategy, and it didn't work.
You know, if I'm gonna fail a strategy, this is the way I would like to fail my strategy all the time. How about that? See, I'm good at it. You know, I never could have been a politician, but I know how you word things to be a politician. I just couldn't stomach it. Let's see. All right, so now we'll continue and see how many supplies we got. 47 will help. 47, especially 8 more alloys, will really help. We also picked up a data pad and a suppressor. Suppressor we can sell, and early on, we probably could sell this for decent money if we need money this first month. But wouldn't it be nice this first month, like I said, get that other scientist. I'm not going to buy the scientist till hopefully we find a mission that gets us a scientist. But that's the plan. That's the hope that we got going here. Oh, decent. Especially a nice surprise on the 8 alien alloys. We'll take it. Okay, Advent data pad. And here we are. So let's go in here and take a look at our also 3 new soldiers that we're going to promote to Squaddie. And Anaconda, we know you're the one that I know the most. Oh yeah, Ogre, I'm going to wait till I have a chat with Servando. Well, unless, of course, I need to take him on a mission, and I'm going to just have to make the decision.
I know the aliens aren't happy about losing one of their own.
I doubt they thought anyone could get this heap airborne again.
I'm more than happy to prove them wrong.
Okay, Commander's Choice, Shinobi. That's what Hisako Anaconda Chen was last time, and that's what she's going to be again. Yeah, everyone survived. No injuries. Flawless. We just didn't get all the crates. Pitiful on the amount of crates we got. And we only killed 4 enemies. It was a big map, and we never encountered 5 of the enemies on the map. So, a little frustrating that way. You know, a little frustrating. So we didn't get all the kill experience we could have. We even stayed a turn longer for the first reinforcement round, hoping we'd be able to get kill experience on them, since you get kill experience on reinforcements if you haven't capped out, you know, the 7 to 9 or whatever the amount of enemies you were expecting were. But they didn't land anywhere near us. We never saw them. The reinforcements didn't even land in sight, so then we just left. So let's see what we got. She's got double tap. She's not got amazing aim, so we're probably not going for the shooty perk. Aggression, crit chance for enemies you can see. I guess that should play for a shinobi. She's got very high intelligence. That's 56 points to spend. So let's just start marking away, and then we'll pare it back once we get going. Resilience, enemy attacks against you are, yeah, that could be handy because you get stuck out in the open a lot. A negative 30 penalty to crit. So at least if they're coming for you, it's harder to crit you, and you can survive, maybe, being attacked. Iron Curtain, special shot that does 50% of normal damage. Yeah, it's not really a perk I see for a shinobi. Fortify, getting yourself extra defense, which could come in handy. Activating Fortify, knowing we're going into danger to give extra defense. Bring them on. Also, extra crit chances for however many we see. It also works for SMG. Oh, also works for SMG and explosives. I'll mark it. Zone of control, all enemies within the Shinobi's 5-tile radius suffer penalties. So if we were to spend all these, that's 30, 55. Okay, so those two alone take up the points. So we'll see. We'll see which way we want to. But I'm marking the ones that stood out to me that they could work for Shinobi. And we're going to go Blade all the way. I'm not going to do Ghost Walker on this Shinobi. That'll be one of our upcoming Shinobis. This is only our, I think this is only our second Shinobi to take. So on our third or fourth, probably fourth Shinobi, because I will want 4 at least as we get going here. The fourth one, maybe I'll make Ghost Walker Covert for a tower mission, liberation mission. So I'm probably going straight Blades, Combatives, Cutthroat, Blade Storm, Reaper, which really can be a fun skill, Whirlwind, extra movement to get out of trouble, Coup de grace against disoriented, stunned, or panicked, Rapid Fire, you're not shooty, or, you know, Conceal, but it's a level 7 perk. It just seems everything here has its use. Everything here has its use. I just find consistently with my Shinobis, I make use of these more than some of these other perks. That's just my opinion. So we'll just mark this for now. And yeah, I'll mark that. Maybe we'll figure out that maybe we're going to have situations along the way before we get here, and we'll have plenty of chances that it would have been nice at some point to go back into Conceal on the mission. So we'll keep it as a possibility. It is ranged attacks. So some of these are you know, shooty, and she's not aim strong enough in the aim department. So there we go. Congratulations, Anaconda. Welcome to the team. Drumax, I have you down as a Grenadier with whooping 61 aim, good mobility, so you can still move. Great mobility, to be quite honest. I was also thinking of you as a technical, but since there's potentially a technical to purchase in the black market, I think I'm therefore defaulting you to a Grenadier. I don't mind high mobility on a Grenadier. And you're squishy. So Grenadiers don't get quite as close as technicals. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Double tap. You're not exactly shooty. Apex Predator. Hits with your assault rifle. Well, as a gunner, often I give you an SMG to make you even faster because you live and die with your grenades. Untouchable. Potential. You also are very high in your will. Not nice to see for a change. So, it's not bad. Potentially. Demolition. Unleash a volley of bullets to remove cover. Yeah, it doesn't say if aim matters, you just shoot and it hits and destroys cover, period, or do you have to hit the cover? I'm not clear on that one. Attack sense 3 defense for every enemy you can see. Aim. Fire a shot with your primary weapon that immobilizes the target until the end of their next turn. I wonder if that works. I don't know that that works for... Yeah, it says primary weapon, so I don't know that that includes grenade launcher. I'll see if I can ask about that. And fortify, since you're squishy, sure. And sure, since you're squishy. So we'll look at these perks: 25, 40, 50, 60, which is about what you have to spend. 56 versus 60, pretty close. All right, so we're going all out normal boomity boom needle grenades. I like bombardier over sapper because grenades just don't do a good job of destroying cover throughout the game. Rockets are much better, I think. But I'd rather have greater distance and flexibility that way. Boosted cores. Extra damage. Yeah, just getting a little extra damage from the grenades is huge. Yeah, blue screen can come in handy, but there's other ways to apply that. And we're billing you for damage. Heat warheads for the mechanical enemies. Biggest booms. Sting grenades. Can be fun, but also biggest booms, your grenades and standard rockets inflict critical damage, which is pretty huge. I'll mark sting grenades too, just because it adds a chance to stun. So it's like a grenade, flashbang combined. Oh, no, wait, they take that. This is just for the flashbang grenades. Have a 50% chance to stun enemies for a turn in the AoE. So, probably going biggest booms, but sting grenades can be fun. Volatile mix or salvo, which we're not going shooty. And volatile mix, I kind of like increasing the AoE of my grenades versus launching or throwing your grenades using heavy weapons or using the gauntlet rocket with your first action doesn't end your turn. So both are very viable. I think I tend to appreciate the bigger AoE, but that's just me. And we'll go with Shockwave. Damaging grenades and gauntlet rockets decrease enemy defense by 15 and dodge by 20
different from the old base,
making them easier to hit. Once you open with that grenade, for the follow-up people to making it easier for them to get hit. Pretty powerful perk. I don't know. I think I get more use out of Shockwave than I do Ghost Grenade. So there we go. Once again, also, if you think there's other viable builds based on what I'm just kind of talking about right now, feel free in the comments, feel free in the Discord to share your thoughts. I'm always open to hearing different viable builds that maybe I haven't tried. Okay, who do we got left? Coach. Put me in, Coach. Put me in. We're going high aim gunner. Your mobility's pretty damn good for a gunner. And yeah, I like my gunners. As you can see, Ogre was important on this mission, even though he didn't rack up kills, but those will come, especially once we get multi-shot perks. I will start leaning extensively on my gunners. So Coach, you're going to become a gunner. Yeah, I think only Hisako kept her role from prior playthrough. I think you're right. So what do we have? Shadow Strike. While concealed, gain 50 bonus aim. Well, I don't know if you have... I have some notes on perks, what the different ones play with. Usually, if you get Shadow Strike, you have... It works well with... If you Trench Gun, or maybe it can work... I'm not big on Iron Curtain, to be quite honest. While concealed, gain, yeah, but you don't stay concealed. I don't know that has play. Your average, so you have about 42 points to spend. Locked On can be good, maybe for cyclic, for some of the multi-shot perks at the same enemy. That could play well. Implacable, Killing an enemy gives you movement. Not as critical for you because your mobility's decent for a gunner. The aggression would put us over. Crit chance for enemies. Let's just look at the rest. Whirlwind. You hit with melee, you get extra movement. Lone Wolf, Fortify. Right now, 30, 40. And we have 42. So it would be nice to be able to also maybe get aggression. Our crit chance, but you hit pretty hard already. Or, you know, one of these two. I mean, I'm marking them, but can't afford them all. So we're gonna go regular shooty build because your aim is so good. So I'm gonna set up for yeah, we'll go flush, shredder, chain shot, cyclic fire, rapid fire, and that's why we're definitely getting locked on. Some of these others will come up with a better combination that we think works. Saturation fire, cone-shaped barrage of bullets that at every enemy in a cone area, or an area, I guess. I'm not sure the width of it. I can't remember off the top of my head. In addition, the cover of those enemies can be damaged or destroyed. It uses a lot of ammunition. Combat fitness is always good. I'm gonna mark these two. I'm not a big fan of traverse fire. I had issues with it before, so that's just me. All right. There you go, my friends. We are promoted. The other thing to look at, let's take a look at the barracks here real quick. Do we have any? No, there's no pending bonds available at the moment. We just have that one pair, Alexandra and Secto. And Alexandra. Okay. All right, still got 18 days to get Mr. Gleaser back. So what we got left to do right now is, well, promote one soldier, but other than that, we need to get out and find new missions. We do have our guy still there, yes. And our engineer is building and still digging.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Got 6 more days to dig that out. Could have been down to 4 if I had not fallen asleep at the wheel. And let's get out there and scan for a new mission. Yeah. I get snake bit.
I wish we had a
easily.
simulator for Bradford to
There's
practice
the
on.
understatement
If he
of
crashes
the
this
Sentry.
ship, I might just hand him over to Advent myself.
Come on, find us a mission. Hurry up, find us a mission. There we go. Review target. 8 days, good timer. There's our scientist. The plan. Did I get too excited? The plan is working. That means we're guaranteed this scientist. Well, it's a revealed start, so we got to escort the guy. So we need a shinobi available. But damn, yeah, I like it. Let's confirm the mission. It's a large map. We're gonna clear the squad. I'm also gonna take my Haven guy out, and we'll try to remember to replace. So I have everybody. I'm looking at everybody for this mission. And the one thing we know we want is a shinobi. And you are full on your will. My God, is your will ever nice? We could take you out every mission if we could clone you and take Rick Roll on every mission. That looks so healthy compared to some of us with 20 will. Holy moly. I'm surprised nobody's tired at this point with some of the low will that we have. Excuse me, so I'm thrilled about that. Let's take Rick Roll out. Now, I'm gonna check, is there anybody that you're compatible with? Ogre. So we could try building an Ogre and Spesh McList. And our Templar. It's okay. But we could try pairing you with Ogre if he's available. Except I don't want to really take Ogre out yet because I want Servando. Yeah. Badman can do it, why can't we? Well, there are mods out there, but I don't know how compatible they are with Longmore, though. Well, I'm leaning right now to building a bond, because I don't mind having a Shinobi Gunner pairing. And that means, Ogre, we're going to promote you not with combatives. I hope Servando doesn't shoot me on that. I'm just unclear what he's going to prefer. I know he's happy about the big gun, because that's fitting for his character also. So I'm going to go with the shooty build that I know I like to play and works for me in general. We're going to bring him along. Start working this bond pair. Now, what else do I want on an escort mission if we go live? An AoE kind of guy. Not really the best place for a sharpshooter. So Drumax, fortunately, has only lost one of his will. And so therefore, Drumax, maybe you can go out on this one. We'll give you some ablative. And I think we'll go all grenades. All grenades all the time. And then even with this kind of a gun, although we're still gonna improve your speed, because this is speed is probably more important than you shooting right now, because you got the grenades. Now let's just see who's close to bonding with you. Ogre. Potentially Spesh McList. So that would be an option, but I don't know if Spesh McList. He's a little iffy on the will. So that might not be the right time to try pushing a bond pairing from you two. Kind of thinking, well, I already got a gunner. I don't need another gunner. So there you go. That answers my question. Really need a specialist on an escort mission, but scanning protocol can help if we get exposed. Now I think I want either a Templar, especially with invert if it gets awkward. You know, let's see how that fits. And who would be the missing link for this one? You can look at an assault. Maltese. Now your aim isn't amazing, I don't think. But stun gun. But that could come in handy too. Let's think about an assault. We want to go 6 again and bring a rookie, get another rookie leveled up again. Since I can do it. I kind of like running a lot of 5-person missions, but we're getting near the end of the month with this one, and so then we're soon we're gonna have to start looking at more 5 soldier missions so we can turn more missions. But early on, I always have a hard time. Well, let's get another rookie out. Let's get another rookie out. Let's see. What are we looking? We could use another assault. We could use another ranger. Oh, I definitely need another specialist. Who do I want to make into a specialist? We don't have anybody with great hacking, so looking at the hacking numbers is not exactly what we necessarily want to look at, because I can make anybody into a hacker since we have no options for anyone better. So therefore, anybody's going to become a hacker, and we're just going to have to hope for hacking PCS chips to improve ourselves, or whatever. Maybe Nefertiti could be a hacker for us, because she's not the speediest. I guess average speed. Yeah, we'll bring Nefertiti. We'll give her SMG. She'll carry one, since we have grenades there. We'll give her a grenade in case she needs to damage something, and then we'll give her a flashbang in case we have a silly sectoid that we need help with. Now the other thing, now, you know, on a mission where we have to move, maybe I don't take Maltese. Specialists could come in handy because they have this perk, now that they're promoted, for this called Interrupt. Although we have a chance, if with Interrupt, of doing invert potentially. So yeah, we have ways around Overwatch. I only got one flashbang, but grenades also remove Overwatch. So we got methods to remove Overwatch. Okay, so we're okay. So this is the team we're going with, my friends. Everybody's got ablative. Everybody's got proper weapons. Yeah, let's do it. Not like we have PCS and weapon attachments that we can attach yet, do we? Oh, they're available! That's right, we finished the research last time. Kind of forgot. No, already forgotten. So let's see who might use a weapon attachment. This could make a difference. Like maybe a free reload? Do we have any? Do we have suppressor, advanced scope? I don't think we have any. Yeah, we don't even have any reload perks yet. Oh, Garnet. So maybe hair trigger for when you're suppressing, and then it's not really, it's reaction fire. So maybe a hair trigger for you. It's not anything that's advanced or anything. The advanced suppressor sells for good money. You don't really need laser sight. I could see attaching that to our assault to give us some extra crit chance. Excuse me. And that's about it that seems useful at the moment. Suppressor, obviously not critical in this mission, so we'll save it for when we need it. And there we go. No, I did it. Damn it. I do that. I hit that to back out instead of infiltrating them. I do that more than I want to admit. And you just saw the proof that I do it. So let's clear the squad and get the squads back in that I picked out. At least they're all ready to go. We want Shinobi, and that was Rickroll. We want to build a bond, and that is with Ogre. Oh, good. I forgot to promote him too, so we'll do that right now before I forget. And Servando, I hope you're not upset about not giving you combatives, but I'm going shooty. for the extra. You're going to shoot more than use that, and so that's going to add up over the course of the campaign. We have our shinobis for combatives, and that's the way we're going to play that. Okay. That won't take a moment. Plus, it helped me see something I almost missed. Okay, now we had Templar over on this side, and who else did I put over here? Grenadier. So Drumax is going out. He's loaded. We got our Templar going out. Then over here, I had is it my Ranger? No, it was my Assault. Because we had the attachment there. And then I had Nefertiti, the rookie. I was talking about making her a specialist, even though her thing sucks. Yeah, I'm obviously using up high psi. We're just gonna have to hope for more when we get our psi labs going. Oh well. All right, so this is the team. This time I will infiltrate. Here we go.
Sky Ranger deployed. In position for deployment.
All right. And let's go find another mission so we can get to our limited 2. How much time is left? We got 8 days for supply drop. Let me just find out how much time is left on this. Expires in 4 days, so we got time to look for another mission. Let's find one, and quick. Oh wait, before I go scan, let's get a new Haven advisor. Who's good on will? Yeah, we'll put Carlos in there. Make sure he's got some loadout. All right, you can be our temporary Haven advisor there. Now we can scan. Target acquired. Timer 5 days. So we're going to be a little more tight on this one, my friends. It's going to be a little tighter on this one. Probably only a 4-man team to be able to get 2 more rookies, though. So, and 1 more personnel. This is important. We gotta go for a 4-man team on this one, I think. Probably looking at Shinobi. Give you some amplitude. Then we're looking at sharpshooter could come in handy, but you're only a squaddie, so it's not like, and I don't think we had any stocks, so I hesitate to bring out a sharpshooter until we find some stock weapon attachments so he can steady you and get better results. So yeah, I like a specialist would be handy because we're releasing pit. We gotta hack the things, the cells, and he's got good aim, so he can still help us with some shooting. Need some AoE guys. I've got a Grenadier in. Do I dare go technical? Do I have enough? I don't know if I have enough shooties if I don't. So I gotta go with an AoE guy, so we'll go with the technical. And then a gun, I need 1 more shooty if we're only having 4, right? we can infiltrate this. I won't be able to add anybody else. It's gonna be our first 4-man mission, which can be a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. It'll definitely be a challenge. Do we have the ability to build items yet? No, we haven't researched where we have any the piercing ammo, whatever it's called. Then again, we also aren't facing a lot of armor yet. So technical, your movement's good. So I can keep you technically with an assault rifle, and you're gonna keep up with everybody. 16 movement. You're actually, even with an assault rifle, Archangel is the fastest on the team. Go figure. And do we have any? Now, this is where let's do an advanced suppressor. You have the best aim on the team. Let's do scope to make it even better. And then let's just attach the suppressors and then get a sense if we think we can squeeze someone else in. I don't think so. Yeah, suppressor for the suppressor. I don't think we'll be able to squeeze anybody in. All these suppressors at best are giving me, what, 6 hours at best, probably. I don't think that's enough. Let's bring in a rookie, maybe, because they can go SMG. If I'm gonna go rookie, let's bring high aim. Let's go SMG and see what that does. 13 hours close. That just doesn't look like it's gonna cut it. I can get it down 2 hours by taking away those, but that's about it. The other, well, I could also shorten time by going SMG here. Let's just play. No, that actually didn't shorten the timer, did it? And right now I can't afford to boost because I don't have enough. I think I need 30 intel to boost it. And I think I only have, what we get, I probably have 25 at best. So I couldn't boost it. So we're gonna, yeah, we're just gonna have to do it 4-man. And if I'm gonna do 4-man, we're gonna go back to the assault rifle, so I have definitely one other shooter, although flamethrower / rocket is more important to me than that. If we can open that way, that would be huge. That would really go a long way to helping us be successful. Okay, here we go, our first 4-man team going out. Let's hope ZigZag's up to it when this mission comes around. Here, we're making up for our infiltration time with this particular mission, but it's got potentially Tiger Azure and Antros available to get picked up. Well, we're gonna find out if we can get them. Is there anything else I need to do? And I'm not gonna click that. We're gonna click up here. Do I need to change anything else? What else is available here? Anything? Kind of feeling like maybe, just maybe. Can you afford to carry one and still have okay speed? 15. You're still my fastest. maybe that's a reason to, I'll give you one. Do I have anybody squishy on this? 5, 5, 6, 4. Semi-squishy. They just need to stay healthy. Let's take this off, and because if I'm going to try playing with my flamer, I want the mobility. So let's strip. I'm sorry, I'm changing my mind back and forth, huh? But a 4-man team, I got to be comfortable with it because they're harder to play. Okay. Now we got the mobility. Okay. I mean, I do have a specialist, so we do have interference. That should be good enough speed for a shinobi. That's good enough speed, so I'm gonna just carry some extra flashbangs just in case. Kind of the way I'm feeling. Okay, here we go. Let's get this infiltration started. Round and round.
Sky Ranger Menace ready to deploy.
All right. So we got 20% infiltrated, 0% infiltrated. We can't find any more missions until the supply drop in 7 days. So 38 hours, we get more debris. So I say, let's go find these alloys, see how many we get. One can never have too many alloys. We definitely need some Illyrium though for when we get to laser. That's why Illyrium cores are nice. So you can render them to get emergency. And I have 0 cores right now, so it would be nice to find some loot on this upcoming couple of missions to where we can fix that issue. Let's go find some alloys.
Avenger plotting new course.
Then we'll see if we can go back to the black market and make a transaction.
Strategic resource located.
14 alien alloys. That's a nice haul. An ongoing drought in this region allowed heavy winds to uncover an alien craft, likely shot down during the initial invasion some 20 years back. After a thorough aerial survey, we were able to locate a small opening for our team to enter and salvage the alien materials. Let's go to the black market now. We're up to 162 supplies.
Avenger plotting new course.
Market is open.
You know, I should have taken off the suppressors since it didn't make a difference, and I could have sold them for some extra money right now. Since I didn't need them, I put them on to try them, and since I didn't need them, I should have taken the suppressors off, and maybe I could have sold them here. So there's an oversight on my part. Let's see what we have to sell, first of all. Well, one suppressor is available, and we'll sell it. Now, oh, I would have had enough intel to boost that mission. I was thinking we were more around 25, 26, so what do you know? I'm gonna keep 2 troopers, one for, yeah, there's a need for 2. I'm not selling alloys. There will come a time where I won't have enough. Can't sell any of the rest. PCS speed, it's only 1 mobility. We can get we won't sell an advanced one. Then we'll put that to good use. So I could see selling the data pad. This gets us up to 182. So before we commit to that, because maybe we get the intel from it, let's confirm and sell 20. And then let's go to the purchase side and see what's available. The scientist will cost us 130, leaving us with what, 52? And then we can afford Advent Horizon, who also looked like we were going to rescue him. So I'm interested how the game's going to handle that. Oh, that was Anthros, and I thought it was Advent Horizon, who was someone we were going to rescue. So we'll see how that works on the mission. If we have 2 Advent Horizons. Wasn't it Advent Horizon? I think it was. But I want extra soldiers to fill out my barracks, and I don't mind getting an extra. Mine. He could be more my 1 rocket build technical, maybe. Still not sold on that, but Lyrium crystals that I don't have are too expensive. I wouldn't be able to afford that. And then we can buy a cheap PCS hacking, but sometimes we'll get better ones as far as our loot hauls. So I'm going to buy the scientists now, because we at least got the mission for the scientists, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And now we can get a scientist working for us to speed up our research. And unlike the, see, research time has now just been decreased by 33%. So unlike right now, yeah, Advent Horizon, I wonder if his backstory is still in there from before. I'll have to look. He had been on the Advent side for a while, and now he's come around to our side, as you know, other Advent have. Just look at the hero classes. They have that backstory too, so it's not an issue. It's not abnormal to have people that may have been on that. Look at Tigan, for goodness sakes. He used to be working for Advent also. So people see the light and come around. And then I am going to recruit him. All I can remember is roster crunches upon roster crunches upon roster crunches. I'm not thrilled with... Well, the mobility can work. At 14, you know, you like more 16, 15, 16, 17 mobility for technical, but with that aim, I could see trying out a rocket technical. We shall see. What do y'all think? We got a little time, but I'm interested to find out, since I think we saw his name on the second mission that we infiltrated, if we end up with 2 of him, how that works. It'll probably bork and ruin my game somehow. Yeah, I'm gonna buy him, because you never know when you're gonna get recruits. Yep, I agree. And he's a squaddie too, so... Welcome to the team. And we have no more spending to do. So therefore, this is where I just... One of those rare times, and this is good for Gleaser, by the way, if you're still out there, Gleaser. We're going to go to the Templar HQ and scan there to give some faster healing to you. Oh, no. I got one more thing to do first. We got to go here and make contact now. Finish the contact. Screw healing Gleaser. Oops, got my priorities mixed up. That's what you get for high five rolls today. Let's go make contact and finish this.
Setting course for the Eastern U.S. Precinct.
If we're lucky, we can get contact and then find some more missions over here. And we got alien debris cleared, so we now have another 50 supplies for future purchases. So that's good. And maybe a GTS we start saving up for. Could be. Let's view the room. No, I don't want to view it to build yet. But probably the first building we would like to build is a guerrilla tactics school. It could open up the ability to get wet works, I think. And then eventually it allows us to start officer training. So 2 important things to get going at some relatively early point would be nice. We need 150 supplies for that, so we need another 100. So let's get some more of that. Let's get some more debris cleared so we can afford a GTS. Yeah, any choice by healing Gleaser. And Glacier in the back of Glacier's mind, he's going, you know, I can't die if I'm in here in the
I've warned the
infirmary.
crew to stay away from the Advent meat rations. We still don't know what they're
We're
putting
coming
in
over
that
here.
stuff.
We're not going to forget to assign New Excavation. There we go. And 8 days. All right, let's get back out there and make contact. There's the New Haven personnel. All 6 of them.
Reading you loud and clear.
Yeah, I gotta keep you alive, so you mod for me over there. I have ulterior motives in everything I do. Gotta keep Gleaser happy, and one way to do that is keeping him alive.
New regional contacts
Okay,
located.
it says, of course, until we liberate this, it's going to be too expensive to expand down here, but we do have the ability to make new contacts. Okay, and right now, you know, the East can't connect with the West. Isn't that interesting? I would hope New Mexico does, but there's 5 Haven members in this one, and only 4. So then we got 3 areas we're attached to, potentially now, that only have 4 Haven members. That stinks. But we can't afford to expand there yet anyway. So, we need a new Haven advisor over here, and we got to get these guys on intel. And I'm going to start scanning. Who do we got? Someone with full will? Because when you're a Haven advisor, you do not get to recoup your will. And the thing is, I don't really, but we have this done. I have, well, I technically could put out a team because I got a technical, a ranger, a sharpshooter, and a technical. Well, plus I got 2 Haven advisors. So we got enough for another team. And then we can always add a rookie, potentially, if the timer's good enough. So... let's go pick a... Well, you know, Alexandra, since we have your bondmate, we'll put you in a Haven Advisor role temporarily till we find another mission. Uh-oh! Now there's Servando! I have to let you know, we chose center mass for you on your promotion, not combative, so don't shoot me. Because you have an extra ability to do damage if you shoot me now. So I went for the shooty perk as opposed to the knife perk. We still will get you whatever the other one was, Blade Master or whatever it was. But combatives, we didn't take for you. So I wanted you to know that up front. I kept going, man, I wish Servando was here so I could get his opinion one final time. Yeah, I know. You're going to be shooting far more than you'll ever have a chance to use that knife. Let's face it. You're going to get far more value out of what we picked for you. Did we give you a loadout? That'll work. Enjoy your brief moment as a Haven advisor here. And let's go scan for a mission now that everybody's doing the right job and we got a advisor. Next mission, oh, the jailbreak, see, we got a 4-man team going out on one of these missions here, this jailbreak here. That's why it's passed up Trident and getting done. So this is the 4-man team's gonna be our next mission. Woo! Okay, let's scan. Strength 2, thank goodness. Vigilance 1, so it was nice. to get a low vigilance or low strength region. And we have now infiltrated. So much for finding a mission over here. We have a mission that'll be coming up next time. So let's take a look, remind ourselves of the team going out for 2 rookies. One who might be Advent Horizon that we just purchased at the black market. I swear that was one of the names when it showed us. And let's look at the squad going out. We got Teddy, Husky, Good Boy, Specialist. He will have interference. I think he starts with 3 charges of interference at this level. Don't quote me for sure on that. Center mass adds 1 ticket damage for every shot. So especially when you get up to multi-shot perks, that's 2 extra damage guaranteed against an enemy. All this stuff starts adding up, and we'll have other perks that do that too for you. But you automatically do 1 point of extra damage with your big gun. And so Specialist will be good for interference and getting through, fighting our way through Overwatch. Our Gunner, well, that also helps with Overwatch. Our Shinobi, well, our Shinobi will stay hidden as long as possible. And then our Technical, hopefully we can open up on the, set up and open up on the first. Yeah, it is more useful. Story-wise, we wanted the knife, and I know that. But we at least, when we get the training center or whatever it is that unlocks the XCOM row, at least we have at least 1 knife perk down there that will get you then, just to help with your backstory and all. And yeah, at least he's not dead. It was a tough mission. It was a weird mission. Let's just leave it at that. But everybody came back in one piece. Okay, so this is next time on XCOM. This is a team going out. Okay, so let's do this, because we have reached our time limit that I usually run to. And there you go, everybody. This is the upcoming week. It's not a standard week yet again, because based on I got a dental style appointment on Thursday, but the only way I could get the time was to have it uber early, which means I have to head in the night before and stay with family so I can make the appointment there. And then after all that travel, I never feel like streaming, or even when I do, I'm too tired. So that'll be the default weekend, and we'll be streaming on every other day, including tomorrow. So we'll be finally getting back to Terror from the Void and doing that episode, and then we'll have back-to-back Long Wars on Monday, Tuesday, and then after my short dental break, we'll come back to Terror from the Void, and next Saturday on Long War of the Chosen. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it, as you know, and hope to see y'all next time. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and as I just said, we hope to see you next time. And everybody on Twitch, hang out. We're going to see if we can find somebody to raid, and ciao to everybody on YouTube.